trying to get it down. Thwaites with the first effective kick. Torpedo punt towards Antonello. Got a hand to it. So did McNamara. Off hands at the front. No pick up there. Came from Vernon. Now McNamara gives it to Ricky O'Toole. First of what he hopes will be many possessions. Gets it across the line towards Matty King. Still inside defensive 50. Goes with a scrubbing kick out towards centre wing. Good pick up on the half volley, and they can run away now through Cornwall. Left foot kick. Went towards Clifford. Good punch away defensively though by Kennedy. It's out of bounds off hands, and over the line we'll have a throw in. Out of side centre wing.
It's giving Kennedy a fair task, Laurie. He's going to give a bit of height away to Clifford.
Yes, and he did pretty well there by pushing the ball out to Ricky O'Toole's pretty happy there, first little effort.
Tate got it down against Thwaites, close to the boundary line. Centrals with the numbers though, they can wheel back around. Morley got a kick back towards the centre wing position. Foley takes the mark, they're running now, gets the handball away quickly, and they go through Carson, left foot kick, great pass to Antonello, and he couldn't do anything else but mark it there. McNamara no chance, still 50 out though, so it'll be a fair kick from there, John Antonello. We saw him kick 6 goals, 4 I think it was the last time we saw it, but he had 2 goals, 4 up pretty quick and changed the style in the last quarter and kicked 4 straight goals. So we'll see how he goes with his first kick this afternoon. He is leading the competition goal kicking ladder at the moment with 43. So he's having a pretty good season. He comes in now. He kicked 8 last week, right foot kick, right to the goal line. Bernardo in front, off hands at the back, Gillum, and through for the first score of the afternoon. A rush behind a Werribee. They are 1 behind on the Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard. Corio yet to score. We've been playing nearly 2 minutes first term.
I don't know whether they put the 8 goals for Antonello on. I think he's 51 from our records, but the kick in has come to Rickett, takes the mark on half-back, and Ricky O'Toole grabbed the crumb, goes short, out wide, the mark taken there by Lewis. Big handball back and nice chip pass. Werribee going, at least Corio going short, picked up by Johnny Keys, long into the forward line for the Corio side. Barry O'Toole overruns the footy. Handball back into the middle, Roland Beck, good body on body. Barry O'Toole picks it up, handball out, it's got Lazarick on his own. He's hooked it around the body, going goalwards, but all Werribee back there. Kennedy can't take the mark, decides to take safety, kick along the ground, finds Colbert. Colbert now, check side kick, is it out of bounds in the full? No, said the umpire, just landed inside the line, and Werribee Central's out of trouble temporarily. So the ball half forward flank on the change room side here at Shell Reserve, as we await the return of the football to the boundary umpire. Starting to get quite a good crowd building up now. Cars right around the ground, as you'd expect for a game of this magnitude. Ball comes in. Ruckman there, over the top. Great tap down.
Potter.
Puts Potter doing the ruck work from behind. Corio, Clifford. Nice little give to Johnny Keys. Unfortunately, he's surrounded by Werribee defenders, and the ball is over the boundary line again. But it's only 25 metres from the behind post. Corio kicking in this first quarter to the northern end. 1 behind on the scoreboard to Werribee. Corio with the chance here. Ball comes in. Rivet doing the ruck work, gets the ball forward, but it's Werribee clear of the way towards centre wing. Oh, great body work, great mark, Calvert, and goes on quickly towards half forward. Eludes both players, coming back strongly as Hayes for Corio, but Werribee doing well. They're showing some pace as Heath Buck is in there, using the body. Unfortunately, the ball will beat the players, and it's over the boundary line where the 50-metre arc meets the boundary line in front of the social club here at Shell Reserve. So ball very quickly from one end of the ground to the other, now in the attacking half for Werribee. It comes in, going in there. Tate takes the footy. He's run a long way, he's kicked it right across the face of goal. It's a dangerous ploy, but McNamara is there, bounces well for him, comes back. Antonello doesn't put a lot of pressure on him, he chips it back to midfield, but it looks like Wallace is chipping in, takes the mark quickly, handball quickly to Kennedy. He goes right across the ground. Well, I'm going to say not to advantage, but certainly it's Carson who's taken the mark, and he's found Mark Bernardo. And he's perhaps the decoy leading forward from the pocket down there, Mark Bernardo. Big fellow. He's taken the mark on his chest. Matt King on the mark is 30 metres, probably 45-degree angle at worst. So Mark Bernardo now, the opportunity to extend the scoreboard for Werribee Centrals. Takes some time. Steadies himself, now decides to move in. Everybody watching with great interest this particular kick from Bernardo. Oh, he's hooked it to the left, I think. Only a behind, so that's a bad miss for Bernardo, but it is a behind to Werribee. 2 behinds. They lead Corio yet to score. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 5 minutes gone.
So Matthew King charged with the duties of kicking in from fullback for the Devils.
Tough job today. You want to miss too many up here today. They'll be wanting to swoop on it.
So we'll see where he goes. He's got Hayes short, just the 15, takes the mark. Wants to play on quickly, thought about the handball to Gaylor. Then he chips the ball to Cornwall, still inside defensive 50, takes the mark. In between fullback and centre halfback, thought about the handball. Now he chips the ball to Keys, still in defensive 50. Now he runs, got a bit of room. Oh, terrible kick though. Set Lazarick a bit of a task. Was good enough to get away. Handball towards Ricky O'Toole. Chopped off though. Lazarick gets it back again. Handball was chopped off again. Now Lazarick third time. Now the handball to Ricky O'Toole. Across half back. Will go on the left boot possibly. Now the right. Squares it up. Goes towards the leader Rivet. Had to put the hand out. Couldn't take the mark. Got a shepherd from Werner. Can he keep it in though? Close to the boundary line. Got a great shepherd from Werner. Gave the big man a bit of time. Then he had to try and get it away. Smothered though by Chug and also Ross for Stuka. And we will have a boundary throw in between wing and half full. In fact, it's probably on the centre wing. Commentary box side on the western side of the ground. Boundary throw in for Tate and for Thwaites. Tate in front, gets it down towards Chug, missed it. Carson rode the bump and then ran into Cornwall and held to him. The umpire will come in and ball it up. Werribee 2 behinds. Corio yet to score. We've been playing 6.5 minutes first term. Another ruck contest. For Thwaites and Tate come from the same side. Tate gets in the front, gets it down as well. Chopped off by Gillum, then rode by Cornwall. Right foot kick towards vacant centre half forward position. O'Toole, Barry on a long lead from full forward. Can't sit for him. Adrian Bernardo uses the back and gets some distance with the kick in the end. Rivet gets across there towards half forward. Tate as well there, close to the boundary line. On the right side for a left footer to wheel it back in towards full forward. And Manning at the back. He can take the mark uncontested in the 10-metre square. And we'll be able to turn around and shoot for goal, possibly and hopefully for Corio's first.
What a bad a kick from Tatey. Beautiful.
So Shane Manning has also been in very good goal scoring form, has 34 for the season. That is with the 4 on. And he's kicked 35 now because he's put his first on the board. And the first for Corio, they go to 1 straight goal 6. Werribee Central's 2 behinds. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard. 7.5 minutes played.
Laurie, Chris Gillum talking before the game, his concern was whether Werribee could get a good start. Now, they've had plenty of the footy. They haven't capitalised with 2 goals. And after 7 minutes, as Jason alluded to, Corio find themselves in front. So I think Chris would be a little concerned.
Yeah, well, it's not. I mean, he just has the good play. He hasn't started himself yet, Chris, and Fastuka hasn't either. So they've got to get the good players into the action. And all around the ground, probably the good players have just been a little bit testy at the moment. So that sometimes this happens in finals.
Well, Tate, handball down, went to O'Toole, over the top to Lewis. He's dispossessed on centre wing by Beck. And now it stacks on the mill. Oh, too high tackle, said the umpire. So Beck, who was in and under, has got the free kick. And I think they'd welcome him back into the side. Didn't play the last time we saw them. Long kick to half forward. A lot of pushing and shoving there. Buck does well. Finally gets the handball out to Carson. He's tackled. Gets clear. Handball to Chris Gillum. He goes toward Wallace. He's overruns the footy, unfortunately. The handball comes back to Rickett of Corio. Goes towards centre wing. And Bernardo it is. And he's got the job on Manning. He's taken the mark in front of him. Chips it forward. Not such a good kick. He's given Wallace a pretty tough task there. But gee whiz, strength. Does well. Handball back to Fastuka. On the left foot. Drives it goalwards. Oh, he's just missed to the left, I think. Hit the post, said the umpire. So another behind to the Werribee Central side. So it's 3 behinds to their score. 1 goal, 6 to Corio. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard. 9 minutes gone.
King kicks it in to Hayes. Good kick too. At centre half back, takes the mark.
Paul Carson's sitting on Ricky O'Toole.
So the 2 number 4s going out at Hayes, goes to Lazarick at half back. Point of the centre square, takes the mark. Now they try and run it through Hayes, who followed it up. He's got it at half-back flank. Right foot kick or set a task for Shane Manning. Came off his boot backwards towards Hayes and also over the top of it, Lazarick. 2-on-2 across there. Wallace gets across there to help with Bernardo.
He did well.
And he paid the free kick in the end, the umpire, for a hold against Bernardo. And it will go to Kane Hayes at half-back. Goes with the right foot kick towards centre wing. Rivet, the big man, gave a shove. The umpire said it's okay, taking the mark. Plays on quickly, gives it away to Keys by hand. Right foot kick around the corner towards Ricky O'Toole and also Manning. Who's it going to sit for? Ricky O'Toole goes in 30 metres out from goal. Tight angle, kicks the goal. And
how good's that?
That is why he's the 2-time Whitley medalist, and that's why I just told Paul Carson all about it as well. Ricky O'Toole's first goal, Corio's second, their 2 straight goals, 12. And they lead Werribee Central's 3 behinds. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 10 minutes played.
They could have raffled it, he or Manning. I think the right bloke got it.
Oh, certainly, no doubt about that. But he's putting pressure on the Werribee side because Carson's running with him, and you know, that might be a bit of a waste to me to have Paul Carson's there. I think they probably could have found someone else to do that job.
So ball back in the middle with umpire Burns about to put the ball up once again, as the ball does go into the air now. This time Thwaites gets the tap only as far as Matt King of Corio to Ricky O'Toole. He eludes a tackle, gets on his left foot. Nice pass, he's looking for Lee Clifford, goes for it one-handed but does control it. Now looking for an option. Terrible kick from Clifford toward the band. The lead certainly was there from Barry O'Toole, but the kick was a long way off the mark, and it's over the boundary line. 40 metres from the behind post, deep in the pocket for Corio, kicking to the northern end in this first quarter.
I know football's changed a bit, Eric, but I tell you what, if I was coaching Ricky at the Cliff, then I'd drag him for that.
So the ball comes in now. Rivet doing the ruck work, stolen by Gillum. Kicks around the body, and Thwaites, well, made a bit of a meal of it, but finally took the mark, and that's Rowan Thwaites, the ruckman. Handball quickly to Festuca on the left foot, drives to centre half forward. Buck, good contest back there with Ruck. The ball comes to ground, comes clear. High tackle, probably ducked into it a little bit, I thought, but Gaillard of Corio has got the free kick, and that's another good matchup if he's on Heath's back. My goodness. So Gaillard now on the left foot, gets up and under, heads toward the middle of the ground. Oh, Rivet pushed his opponent in the back, gets it to Lewis. The mark allowed to stand towards half forward. There's some great defensive work for Werribee as the ball's still in play, and was that Morley does well, gets it to the middle, but there for Corio is Nevada Cornwall. He looks okay, Laurie. I think
he's moving well, Eric. Yep.
A couple of games have done him pretty well since his holiday. Long kick from Cornwall into the full forward area. Oh, Barry O'Toole does well with the body, but it's Dave Kennedy of Werribee Centrals who punches very strongly toward the boundary, and finally it's rushed over.
Free kick for a push.
So it's
Sean Lewis.
So Lewis of Corio. Pretty hard to see around the corner, but now he's called a play on by the umpire. Kicks back into the corridor. Great mark there. Excuse me, in defence by Carson.
Carson now changes direction, takes a couple of bounces, goes across the back line, draws a player, chips it over the top, it's okay, and finds Chug. Still inside defensive 50. He goes now with a right foot kick along the line towards centre wing, looking for Gillimer, getting back there. King as well, chopped it off. Will it sit for him? He has to ride a bump, tries to get away to Lazarick through the middle. Oh, shrugs it back and gets away from Gillam. Hayes over the top, handball it. Now they're still on centre wing. They come back inboard. Cornwall, left foot kick, terrible in the end. Good mark.
Great mark.
I think that might be Adrian Bernardo across there. And he handballs it away quickly to Wallace, runs across half back, gets it towards centre wing. Rickett runs back, left it for his teammate. There wasn't anybody there though. And getting back there also, working hard as Ruck up against Buck. And they set over the boundary line at half forward, left half forward flank. Werribee Central's into attack. They trail 2 straight goals, 12 Corio. The Centurions 3 behinds. We've been playing 13.5 minutes. We see a change.
Rowan Thwaites on, Jared Thwaites on.
So the Thwaites boys in the ruck contest this afternoon for Werribee. And the ball has moved towards the centre wing position. Justin Johns seeing it over for the Centurions. So we'll have another boundary throw in on the centre wing Social Club side. Throw in now for Gillam, who has to do the ruck work, takes it out of the ruck contest. Left foot kick around the corner towards Buck. He's got 2 against him, but he does pretty well. Works one way, then gives it back to Chris Gillam. Handball back to Chug. They're using the numbers well. Wallace ran a long way from centre half forward. Now 50 out, has kicked the goal.
Oh, can he play football, this guy?
Corey Wallace has put his first on the board, and the Centurions first. They go to 1-3-9. Corio 2 straight goals, 12. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard. We've been playing 14 minutes in the first term.
Laurie, Wallace we saw off a half-back flank in the Werribee game early in the year. It appears to be more of an on-ball role today, and gee, he reads the ball so well.
Oh, that was a lovely finish, wasn't it? He grabbed the ball there, read it beautifully and ran through. I think he's one of those players, Eric, in this sort of league that probably class of football can play nearly any position, I'd say. Just run... Oh, too short a time. I was going to do some stats there, but
we'll catch you up as the ball back with umpire Burns in the middle. About to put the ball in there once again. Up it goes. Tate up high, beaten by Thwaites on this occasion. Coming through strongly was Calvert for Werribee. Towards half forward, all mark almost taken there for where the handball comes out to Chug. Around the body. to fall forward. Oh, great contest there between McNamara and Antonello. Ball finally picked up by Hayes, doing well in this first quarter. Chips it across the face of goal, and Ricky O'Toole, ahead of Jason Festuca, has taken another mark. Goes long towards half-back flank. The lead from Lee Clifford. Kennedy does well to spoil. Ball's come to ground. Clifford drags it in underneath him. Now gets it out. Cornwall in there to support. But the umpire has put the whistle on play.
Good decision.
And was a good defensive play there by Werribee. Didn't let Corio get the ball out and running. And gee, there's a contrast in styles, isn't there? Two teams today. Corio running, Werribee bigger side. So far they're matching it shot for shot as the umpire puts the ball in the air. Half forward flank for Werribee. Good tap forward on that occasion by Ross Festuca. Ball forced toward the boundary line. It's a pretty deep boundary line there. It is still in play, but now it's forced over by the players, and the ball will be thrown in. Still half forward flank for Werribee Centrals, kicking to the southern end in this first quarter. 16 minutes tick by on the clock as the ball now about to come in. Well, Tate pushes Festuca out on that occasion. Well, the umpire, and I think he took the ball in the ruck contest. Once you're tackled, that's it, you're gone. So, good decision by the umpire. Free kick to Warren Foley, who did the tackling. He's got Antonello moving. He's got vacant goal square. He's outside 50, so he's gone to the goal square. Great kick. Oh, Calvert. You could, had his name written all over that, high above the pack, and basically took a chest mark. And in the goal square, so Simon Calvert stamping his authority on the game very early today. Very exciting player when he's going, and my goodness, that's a great start for Calvert. And if he kicks the goal, which he now does, that's a great start for Werribee. So first goal for Simon Calvert. It is the second for the Werribee Central side. They go to 2-3-15. They lead Corio 2 goals 12. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 17 minutes gone.
Yeah, well, as soon as that pack formed, you could see Simon getting in there. He was probably the third up, but he took a great mark. Just run through the stats very quickly. Ricky O'Toole at this point of time had 5 kicks and 1 handball. Shane Manning's had 1 goal and 1 kick. Barry O'Toole hasn't worried the statistician yet. Ricky Lazarus had 1 kick and 3 handballs. Chris Gillam's had 3 kicks and 1 handball. Paul Carson's 3 kicks and 1 handball. And we're about to go.
Back to the middle now. Thwaites back on the ground rowing against Tate. They do battle, and Thwaites gets it down. Calvert running off half forward. Rickett did pretty well defensively to see the ball fumble out of his hands. Now Lazarick was going to handball to O'Toole. Now he handballs it to Lewis from the middle, off a step. Goes towards centre half forward. Clifford. Oh, was there a bit of a hold there? No, the umpire said the mark. And Werribee across half back through Wallace now. Drive it long towards half forward. Calvert with the set up at back. Good play in the end by Rickett. No, free kick said the umpire for interference.
Held his hand.
And it will be Simon Calvert with the free kick.
Well, here was a kick from Corey Wallace. Boy.
Now Calvert goes into the pocket. It's okay. Finds Carson. Still 50 out. Now the lead's on from Antonello, goes in that direction against McNamara, play on the call. Gillam's in there, so's Lazarick, rides the bump, tries to get the ball away, held to him, said the umpire. And we will have a ball up 20 metres out from the Werribee Central's goal.
There's a fair bit of going on between Antonello and McNamara, isn't there?
Yeah, and they're filling that space there a little bit too. They've read about him, I think.
So a ball up. Bernardo and Tate to do the ruck work. Tate gets a double-fisted down towards Antonello. Handball towards the pocket, close to the boundary line. O'Toole across there. Also Werner. Now Ricky O'Toole off a step, goes towards half-back, and Carson, his opposite number, stands there in front of Sean Lewis and takes the mark. So 55 out from goal. He'll do it all again now. The lead's on from Chris Gillam over his head. Kane Hayes reads it better. He's been having a pretty good season, Kane Hayes, so far. He switches play towards Nevada Cornwall on the half-back flank. Festuca bears down on him. He goes with the right foot and tries to measure it towards Keys. Morley gets across there as well, gets there first. Want to try and reel around on the left boot. Handball over the top to Festuca's okay. Sits for the Whitley medalist as well. Left foot kick backwards is all right. Finds Kennedy at the point of the centre square at half-back. Now he drives it out wide looking for Wallace, who's got a paddock. And now goes with a long right foot kick towards half-forward. Calvert again with a sit over the back. Takes a great mark, 55 out.
Oh, he's exciting.
Now Calvert, the lead on from Antonello. Oh, that's great footy. That is great footy. They've moved it from the opposite side, half-back flank, without Corio touching it, and John Antonello has taken the mark 35 metres out from goal and will shoot for his first of the afternoon.
Seems a bit of a glow coming from beside me on the other side, Jason.
Oh, yeah, that'd be right. Started up already. Settle down. It's okay. It's early days. Antonello comes in and has kicked it. The goal umpire says all clear. And it is John Antonello's first of the afternoon, the third for Werribee Centrals. They go to 3-3-21. They lead Corio 2 straight goals, 12. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 20 minutes played.
Laurie, to be able to switch the play like that and keep controlling the footy needs great skills, and certainly Werribee showed some terrific skills on that occasion.
Yeah, it certainly deserved a goal. I'm just interested in Simon Calvert. He's at the trainer out there at the little moment. He got a tug on that arm. He's got a bandage there, but never mind. There's a good match up there.
He's still out there. Yes, that'll be a great match up with Scotty Burnett. Test him out a bit as the umpire now comes back into the centre circle, puts it in the air, up high. Well, almost a null and void decision. Handball, look away handball from Ricky O'Toole to Hayes, back to Ricky O'Toole, but Werribee are doing well till Lewis gets it for Corio, back into Rickett. Rickett now round the corner, chips it toward the middle, and Cornwall, who's done well in this first quarter, takes the mark unattended, goes wide. Matt King has run off half-back, takes the ball on centre wing, and, well, slows it down. I think this is probably not what Corio need. They need to keep it moving. King now, long kick to half-forward, over the head of all players. First back is Adrian Bernardo. He's well tackled, goodness me, by Matt McNamara, who's away down that half-forward flank. I reckon he'll need to get back in a hurry if Werribee take the footy now. Antonello would be the mark for them, but they've backed it up pretty well, Corio, as the boundary umpire puts it in. Half-forward flank for Corio. Good tap down, goes to Carson at the back. Looks for a handball and finds one. Got Kennedy running past. Lovely kick from Kennedy, but it's a little short. Handball, looking for a teammate there. McNamara now got back as far as the centre. He's found Lee Clifford. He's got Lewis running past. He chips it inboard, and Johnny Keys takes the mark, plays on quickly. He's hooked it around the body. I reckon he's missed that. A little bit ambitious, Johnny Keys.
He had a bit more time than that, I think.
Yes, so a behind to Corio. Has what's happened here? Blood rule, perhaps?
No, 50.
Oh, speaking out of turn.
I think so.
So 2-1-13 Corio. They trail Werribee Centrals 3-3-21. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 22 minutes gone.
So the ball will come back to centre half back for Werribee Centrals. Joseph Astuka has the football. Plays on now, goes on the left boot, long towards half forward. Calvert with a sit at the back again, goes up against Werner. Werner did pretty well on that occasion, needs to pick it up now, does so, runs across half back, gives it towards Ricky O'Toole, misses it, mark. Sean Lewis is there as well. Carson got the handball out, Collins just on the ground replacing Keys. Kennedy gets past him but loses the football. Foley kick off the ground, now Rickett reads the play well, has got it, goes on the left boot, kick was smothered though. He gets a second effort this time, goes towards Clifford, he's got 3 against him. Carson put a hand up, can't take the mark, close to the boundary line, he's ripped off the football without it. Play on the call, close to the line now, in fact out of bounds. And we'll have a boundary throw in. Right half forward flank the Centurions into attack. Tate comes across to do the work against Rowan Thwaites. Boundary umpire throws the ball in favours. Tate gets it over the back towards Lazarick to run onto it. Buck meets it though. Handball missed its target, which was Chug. Wallace runs across, gives a Shepherd for Chug, who tries to wheel back around on the right boot. Does so now, long towards the pocket. Carson up against Hayes. He sticks the hand up and takes the mark.
Bit of a height difference there, wasn't there?
6'3" against 5'8". Not much.
This is his 6th kick and 3rd handball for the quarter.
So Paul Carson will shoot for goal from 40 metres out, 45-degree angle. And he will shoot for goal. Hayes standing the mark. They've kicked 3. Werribee. There's number 4 for the quarter. He comes in now and kicks the goal. So his first. And Werribee Centrals go to 4-3-27. They lead Corio 2-1-13. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 24 minutes played.
Laurie, 24 minutes, quality of the game so far.
Oh, very, very good. Werribee playing very well. They're kicking the ball a lot longer. Corio working very hard. They're putting probably more tackles on than Werribee, but they've got the footy, of course, so that's where the tackles are going to come from. But look, this game's going to be a great game, and it's only first quarter yet, so they've got to run out the 4, haven't they?
See the ball back in the middle with umpire Burns. About to start the game. Excuse me, start the game once again.
The centre is interesting. There's not too many real clearances there, is there?
No, not so far. As the ball goes up, this time Tate gets the better of the knockdown to Cornwall around the body to half forward. Kennedy gets the ball down. Handball missed its mark there to Morley, but it's Kennedy following up for Werribee. Now he's got, actually it's Morley out there. So he's taken the mark on centre wing. Well, I don't know that the ball was directed to Rowan Thwaites, but he took the mark. Now kicks long into the forward 50 for the Werribee
got to
side.
be a free kick.
And I think that free kick's been a while coming, but it's probably been, I think there's no doubt it was going to happen at some stage. Matt McNamara doing absolutely everything in his power to stop Johnny Antonello getting to the footy unfairly on that occasion, according to the umpire. And the man on the mark now, 35 metres out, directly in front. Antonello one already to his name, about to move in once again. Not a bad looking kick. Oh, it's gone.
Away.
I think he laid back on that one, Laurie, and he's kicked it to the right. We saw him do this a few times earlier in the season. Really. So 1 goal, 2 to Antonello, 4 goals, 4, 28 Werribee Centrals. They lead Corio 2-1-13. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 26 minutes gone.
King kicks it in short into the back line, into the back pocket. Cy Garlard takes the mark. Here he goes to the right foot, the lead on from Ricky O'Toole, takes the mark. It's only 30 metres out from goal. He chips the ball towards Sean Lewis. He takes the mark, draws a player, handballs it over the top to Tate. At half back now, he chips it to Rickett. They've moved it to centre wing through possession, and Rickett's got it. He chips the ball over the top towards Cornwall and Potter. They nearly run into each other. Cornwall took the mark in the end. Not much on at centre half forward though. Rivet gives him a long lead now across half foot. He goes in that direction. Good kick. Rivet in front from behind Rowan Thwaites. Oh, third in line. Calvert takes the mark, gives it away to Kennedy, chips it across to Wallace. They've done this a few times in the first quarter. Wallace through the centre now. Takes a bounce, draws a player, handballs it over the top to Chugg. He has to get around Rickett. Right foot kick high towards Foley and also Gillum and Hayes. Free kick was it?
Against Warren.
Against Foley, and a free kick to Kane Hayes for Corio.
He said the ball wasn't within 5 metres.
So he chips the ball to Gaylard at half back. Just takes the mark.
Just 15.
Just 15 as well. So now Gaylard thought about the small chip to Hayes again. He elects to go further afield, up the line to centre wing. Thwaites in front, Potter and also Beck. Now Carson rides a bump, tried to get the handball away. Lazarick in there as well. And fighting for it hard at the bottom of the pack, tried to get it away. Now Collins, handball to Ricky O'Toole. Gets his hands free, handballs it back to Collins. He handballs it to Hayes in traffic. They do well at half back. He chips it to Rickett. Have to be good here, has to take the mark. Wallace read the play beautifully. 40 metres out and closing. Handballed it to Buck, drew a player, kick around the corner. Heath has kicked it into Corio Village. And it's out of bounds on the full. And we will have a free kick to Corio on the last line of defence. Kane Hayes with the free.
Tried to kick it across the body, Laurie, but hit the ball on the wrong end.
He normally does better than that.
So wait for the ball to come back to Kane Hayes in the right back pocket. Has the free kick. Wants to switch play. Takes the bounce, runs away from Gillum. Handballs it towards Gaylard. Gets it back to Hayes. He missed the target though with the handball. Might be a costly turnover. The Devils have to fight hard for it now. And handball spills free to McNamara in the end. Gets it towards centre wing. Getting across there, Clifford and Kennedy. And they see it over the boundary line for a throw-in on centre wing, 4-4-28. Werribee Centrals, Corio 2-1-13. We've been playing 28 minutes first term.
Laurie, if you're going to play that running handball game, they've got to hit the target, don't they?
Yeah, you certainly got to do that.
Lazarick doing the ruck work for Corio on that occasion. It's gone to Werribee. Kennedy intercepted, or got the handball. Nice little chip pass to Wallace in the centre circle. Has called to play on there. Kicks it long to full forward. It's a lovely looking kick. One-on-one battles down there, heaps of them. McNamara does the best of a lot of them. Takes the ball, chips it across the face of goal. Has Matty King with acres of room on half-back flank. Picks it up, has one bounce, has a second bounce, runs to centre wing. Now puts the ball to boot. Gee whiz,
look at Jed Potter at centre half forward.
He kicked it to space, certainly. Rivet out there is doing pretty well. Gets the ball back towards Clifford. Unfortunately, they can't control it, Corio, and it's over the boundary line. So there's just a few words quietly from Ricky O'Toole to Matty King. Maybe the place to be would be in the corridor.
Definitely.
And I think just a quiet word there from the coach. Ball thrown in there. Good tap forward, but it comes to Festuca of Werribee at half back across the ground. There's Wallace again on his own. Takes the mark, draws a player, gets the handball over to Chugg. Here go Werribee Central's Chugg from the middle. Long kick to full forward. Well, they're battling, they're really battling down there. Bernardo, handball back to Heath Buck on the left foot. This is a better looking kick. It's a magnificent left foot snap from 30 metres out. And on the left foot, Heath Buck has kicked his first goal. I guess that's the quality of the player, Laurie, to come back after a bad miss a few moments ago and kick the 5th goal for Werribee. 5-4-34. Lead Corio 2-1-13 Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 30 minutes gone.
Well, I'll tell you the difference of the two sides. Werribee getting the ball and kicking the ball long. They're setting the ball up. They get in there very, very quickly, and the hot spot is really where Johnny Antonello is. There's a bit of holding and pushing and shoving there. The umpies are going to catch on to that shortly and probably award a couple of free kicks because you can't hold all your players in the forward zone.
Back to the middle. Tate and Thwaites. Umpire throws the ball in the air. Tate gets it down. Rowed by Gillum. Got the kick away towards centre half forward Buck. And up against Ruck. And the numbers with Corio as Buck went to the ground. But Carson followed up. Handball was pretty good in the end. Luke Montgomery to finish it off. Oh, terrible kick off the boot. 3 for 1 behind to Montgomery. And they go to 5-5-35. Werribee Centrals. Corio 2-1-13. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 31 minutes played.
Bit of a worry, 10 shots to 3, Laurie, in 30 minutes.
Oh, exactly. You know, that kick Montgomery's in, let the team down. I mean, I think it was Carson, wasn't it?
Well,
went through the pack there, a beautiful handball. I mean, he busted his gut to get the ball to him, and he just lackadaisy to kick a goal.
Well, the kick in is Ricky Lazarick took a marvellous mark on half-back flank. Handball to Ricky O'Toole on the left foot. Drives it towards the half-forward flank. Over the top there of teammate of Werribee in defence, doing really well. Long kick back towards Chris Gillum. Over his head. Picked up behind him by Hayes. Handball looking well. Bit fortunate. Found Nevada Corwin at centre half-back. He's kicked it wide across the ground. Tate leads, eventually takes the mark at about the 4th juggling attempt, and ahead of Rowan Thwaites on the opposite side half-back flank. Justin Tate of Corio with the mark. Tate now looking for options. I don't think this is Corio's game. They need to keep the ball flowing. He's gone long to half forward. Up high there was Rickett. Unfortunately, you're behind your opponent, who happened to be Paul Carson. You don't mark over blokes of that quality from behind, Laurie.
No, you've got no hope. And he's got a good leap as well, so
the ball is off their hands and out of bounds. 32 minutes gone. Out of centre wing as Tate taps the ball down beautifully for Corio. Potter absolutely wrapped up, a gang tackle there. The Werribee defenders, they're certainly not giving any free kicks or easy kicks away in this first quarter. As the siren sounds, it is quarter time here at Shell Reserve, and at quarter time the home side Corio 2 goals 1-13. Trail Werribee Centrals 5 goals 5-35.
Goal kickers for Werribee Centrals, singles to Paul Carson, Corey Wallace, Heath Buck, Simon Calvert and John Antonello, while for Corio goals to Ricky O'Toole and Shane Manning. 23 points of difference at the first change, 5-5-35 Werribee. Corio 2-1-13. We'll take a break, come back with the second quarter action of our Matchday Live coverage this afternoon, round 9 of season 2004 on 94.7 The Pulse, your home of local football.